Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations on finishing your research of that new piece of technology or improved technology that was developed during the Renaissance that helped promote exploration. Now what you need to do is put all of that research together in a neat little presentation using your Notability app. This tutorial today is going to show you some of the functions that you might be using on the Notability app as you create your presentation. First, what you want to do is you want to open Notability on your iPad. Now, many of you are familiar with Notability. You've used it in many other classes, so this will be easy for you. You're going to open up a new note, and the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to change that subject line. What we'll do is we will get rid of the date and that word note, and what we'll do using all capital letters is put in age of exploration technology. Now you don't need to put what technology you've selected and that your note is going to be all about, because you'll present that in the body of your notes. So once I have age of exploration technology there, I'm going to put a dash, and right after that dash you're to put your name. So I'll put my name, and I'll keep it in all capital letters. Mr. Tincher. This way, when it's emailed to me and I open it in Notability, I know whose file is whose. So I click Done once that's all set, and as you can see up here it says Age of Exploration Technology, Mr. Tincher. Now, most of you know the functions of the items up here, but one of the items you might use today is going to be this little friend here called the web clip. Now, if you don't know what all of these do, all you have to do is click on the wrench here and then click Help, and it will give you a whole range of choices to choose from to kind of guide you through using Notability to create your presentation. So I'm going to click on Taking Notes right now, and then we'll go down to Media, and what it does is it tells you exactly what all of those buttons mean. Now I know you can't really see them on this little tutorial, but you can see it on your own iPad. I'm going to click Done because my purpose right now is just really to show you how to get an image from Google into your presentation. As for typing text and writing in words and explaining all of the research that you did and putting it in your notes, you know how to do that using those items that were at the top of the page. So I clicked on this little addition symbol here, and then I clicked Web Clip. And from there, I'm able to choose either Wikipedia or Google. You're going to be using Google if you take any images from the internet to put into your presentation. So say for example I did the astrolabe. I click Search once I've put that into Google, and then I look up at the menu bar up here, and I'm going to click Images. When I click on Images, I'm given a whole wide variety of choices to choose from. So I'm going to pick one of those because maybe I want to use this image, for example here, as a little visual for the section of my notes that tells what the astrolabe did. So I look at this, and if I click Done up here in the corner, it's going to take all of this as the image. Now, some cases, that's going to be what you have to do. Other times, though, if you click on the image, sometimes it'll open up in another screen that might give you a better shot of the picture. So here it did. I'm going to scroll up a little bit to about there, because that's the best shot. And with that there, I'm going to click Done. When I click Done, you see that screenshot there. And essentially that's what is happening when you pick that picture off of Google. You're taking a screenshot of it. From here, you can make it smaller, you can make it larger, and when it's outlined with those blue dots, you can move it around and put it where you need to in your presentation. Okay? But you are fairly limited in terms of what you can do with the pictures. You can't just go find a bunch of images and just take the image. It won't work. With that, I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to go back to that web clip option. I'm going to click on Google again. You have to do this every time that you go back to do it. I'll type in astrolabe. Helps if I spell it correctly. And again, I'll click on images. And let's say, in addition to the one picture I already took, I like this shot of the astrolabe. Now, let's say that I want to view the image using this thing that says View Image, and it's way too big. If I screenshot this, part of it will be cut off. So I want to go back. I click the little back arrow here, and it takes me back to the main Google page. And you might be like, oh, I don't want to type it in again for the 50th time, the word astrolabe. If you go up here and you click the forward arrow, it'll take you back to that page of images. So then you can continue to look for the perfect picture that you can get for your item. I'm going to click Done Now. It's going to screenshot what it just saw. If something you found on Google you pulled into your presentation and you don't want it, you have all of these choices that pop up to edit it and remove it. I'm going to delete this to get rid of it. Now let's fast forward. Say you finish your presentation. It's organized, and remember you can always scroll down and add more pages to your notes as needed. And it's time to submit it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this little icon up here, didn't mean to click there, which has the arrow coming out of the box. That means export. You are going to be responsible for emailing this to me. So that means, yes, you do have to have your email set up. Come see me before this task is due if your email is not set up. When I go to email this, I need to choose a format. I have the options of PDF, RTF, and Note. I want you to email me your presentation using the Note format. Again, you're going to use the Note format. So you'll have the little pencil with the microphone on the end. Okay? Once that format is selected, you click Email Notes, and in this to line up at the top, you're going to put BTINCHER, and you should probably see this selection, which is my address, pop up. But if not, it's BTINCHER, the @ symbol, WLSV.org. Once I have that in place, I'm good to go. I'll get rid of my keyboard. You see that my note's embedded there, and all you need to do then is hit send. And your job is finished. Now, as you work on this Notability presentation, you have all of your research, which you did and wrote down on this page titled Age of Exploration, Navigational Technology Research Notes. Use this rubric that you will be receiving in class, if you haven't already been given it by Mr. Tincher, to guide you as to what you should have on your presentation. And you'll note that I have red arrows pointing to one of the scoring columns, proficient. You're aiming for proficient. So look at each of the domains. You've got content, design, and creativity, and you're going to be aiming for proficient. Now, if you need any help with Notability in terms of putting your presentation together, I will do what I can. But as a student of the 21st century, you're responsible for being able to use these new tools and make changes with them to create the best presentation possible. With that, get to work.